Hi Virgo, time for a general reading. It's a general reading, so take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So some of you Virgos, maybe you're Virgo Libra cusp, but there's something off between you and another person. Could be sitting on the fence about a divorce for some of you. Yeah. There is a situation here, okay? Again, like I was saying, maybe there's this need for a divorce, but it's like you can't keep putting into work into a situation because it's not healing. You keep trying and trying, and it doesn't matter what you do. It's almost like, you know, you can see where things could go real good, but it's like they slip away from you. Whoever it is has slipped away from you. And you have tried very hard to make things work with this person. Really hard. Because this isn't somebody you're ready to just like throw away. So, for whoever needed to hear that. All right, Virgo, what's going on? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. It's a general reading. So, I find with my general readings, a lot of times different messages may filter through. So take and pick what works for you. If it resonates, you know it resonates. And if it doesn't, you know it doesn't. All right? So that being said, let's see what's going on for all of you Virgos right now for these current energies. Yeah, the whole thing with your relationship. I mean, I feel like you're married to someone who's very difficult. And you're pretending everything is okay between you and your person, and it's not okay. It's not okay. But it's almost like you don't want other people to know that it's really not okay. So some of you may actually seek some help, because I feel like somebody points out something to you that you just didn't see. You know, I think, you know, you were feeling like you were really trapped, and you know, it's like somebody shows you, you know, maybe an angle or maybe gives you an understanding, okay, that you just didn't have before, that makes you start to see things or your person in a different light, you know. So, for whoever needed to hear that. Now, I do see that this person who you were with, I feel like a lot of times, Virgo, you feel like you made a mistake. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is for somebody who is involved with, I feel like somebody who's been really difficult, very challenging. It's one of these relationships that, you know, it's like you have this soul connection, but it's not a healthy one. So now what are you going to do about it is the big thing, because you contemplate this ending with this person. You really are confused about like whether or not you should really call this quits, the end. This is over, this cycle. Because I feel like this is you. You go home and your person has something to say to you and you end up walking away feeling like crap, right? And then you get in the car and you drive down the road and now they send you a text, right? And now you're still not happy and you still feel like crap, right, Virgo? And this has been going on with you and this person for a while now. For a while now. And I think, I mean, you've kept it truly hidden how unhappy you've been. You weren't going to tell anybody. You weren't going to open up and let people know, you know, that, you know, you've been living in this silent hell with this person. You know, so you're with someone who's making you miserable. I feel like you've been with this person for a while. It's one of these things, you can't seem to let it go. Not at all. Even though it leaves you feeling very unstable, you're not giving up this relationship. And it's almost like you keep going back, you know, and every time, this is the last time, I'm walking out, I'm leaving, I'm never coming back. And then you end up coming back. Yeah, so what are you gonna do? I mean, look how much hurt is there before you. Even though you love this person, you're at that point where you just don't know how much longer you can keep going. Like, how long do you keep pretending? Because I feel like this person is very satisfied because they're making your life miserable. There's people out there. It's like, if I'm miserable, you're going to be miserable. You know, so it doesn't matter what you do. I'm miserable, so you can do whatever you want. We're going to remain miserable. And I feel like that's who you're with. Someone like that. You know, so you're really conflicted. And I feel like you're always feeling like you have to, like, you're always at a battle with this person. So you're not real sure how much longer you're going to keep going with them. You might be dealing with a fire sign. I mean, this person, I feel like on one level, they're very confident, but I get the sense that they're happy when they get it their way. But you're not so sure you want to do this anymore, because you're really looking at what really makes you happy, because this is not what's making you happy. There is such an imbalance between you and this person, and you need to look at what it is. And somebody comes in and points something out to you about your person. Hey, they're bipolar. They need medication. Hey, your person, they're taking pills behind your back. That's why they're so moody. You know, it's like somebody points something out to you about your person, and you're like, oh my God, now everything makes sense. What could that be? It could be anything. I just named a few things. So you're looking at what you're going to do. It's decision time. Because you want what's right for you. You want balance. If you're in a relationship, you want an equal give and take. That's not what you have right now. That's not what I see. If anything, I see somebody who has gone off and ended up sheltering themselves. You're alone in this relationship. That's worse, honestly, I think, than being in a relationship, you know, being single, is to be alone in a relationship. I'm better off being single. So, let's look at this. I feel like you, Virgo, always come back. But the other person, they're so selfish. I mean, really selfish. They're in their head. Because like I say, when they win and they get it their way, they are happy. If they're happy, you'll be happy. So you try to make them happy. But you can't make them happy because they're a miserable person. So you continue to try to make up. So I feel like you're the one that's always making up with the person, not the other way around. I mean, maybe it is the other way around. But I feel like you're the one that always has to let your guard down and say, all right, well, let's see what we can do to make this work. And then the other person's all happy. But I feel like that really compromises who you are. And then it shuts you down. And then it just shuts you down. Well, I'm sorry, Virgo. But I feel like, you know, there's somebody who's going to help you see what's really going on. Something that you're just not seeing with your person. And when it all starts to make sense, then you'll start to see the toxic energy between the two of you. And then maybe you can start to balance that out. You know, because it's like, it's a very codependent energy, you know, where one person is taken from the other person, you know, and then they depend on the other person to feed them again, you know. So, I mean, you guys feed off of each other. You really do. But you're the one that I think is feeling really miserable here, you know. See, and you're just not, like, how many times can you keep going back trying to make this energy work? You know, this person, it's not love that they have. You know, it's a dominance. It's this need to control you. And, you know, I feel like this is somebody, when you walk out the door in the morning, they are texting you all day long. Why didn't you answer my text? Why didn't you call me? Where were you at lunch? Who did you go out with at lunch? You know, it's one of these kind of things. I mean, they don't give you a break. And you are very shut down because you're not willing to just open up and tell people, you know, how you really feel. So, you have an opportunity with this person. I mean, she comes out twice here. So, I feel like there is an opportunity to fix things based on this information that you learn. Because once you understand why your person is being the way they are, then you can start to get to the root of the problem and start to fix it. And I think that's what comes up in these next few weeks for you. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay. Just be ready for some news. You know, I mean, there's a big change on your horizon here because you're really looking at your future. And I think it makes you a little pissed off and angry to see that you've invested a lot of time into someone, you know, and now you feel like you're in this vicious cycle of a hamster wheel with this person where, I mean, your whole existence revolves around them and them being happy and them being angry and them being upset and them being this way and them being that way. Get my picture? You know, so you're dealing with a very difficult personality, but there's a reason for it. And once you learn that reason, then all of this crap can come to an end. And then I think you guys can find that happiness that you guys have lost. You know, because something was lost here. I mean, at one time, there was a lot of passion. At one time, you guys were all about each other. And then you guys got together, and all of that left. All right, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So, thumbs up for me if you liked it, and I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, bye.